Hey, what is up, everyone? I am Joe. Welcome to my YouTube channel. For those of you that followed me or that's watching the previous videos, you know I've lost 140 pounds. I still have a lot more weight to lose. The meal that I'm going to show you how to make today is relatively easy to make. It tastes delicious, and more importantly, it's low calorie with high protein. You can prepare these on a Sunday, put them in the refrigerator or freeze them. They're delicious either way. But yeah, let's get to it.
All right, you're going to start with some chicken breast. I usually do about 4 to 5 pounds depending on how much I'm making ahead of time. You're going to slice it horizontally, and then you're going to slice it up and dice it up into small pieces. These don't have to be specific sizes, just as long as you get it sliced and diced up to a pretty uniform size all across. Once you've cut your chicken up and you've placed it in a bowl, you're now going to put zest of 2 limes on it. So I like to use the chipotle sauce here. If you like an extra kick of heat, you can buy the chipotle peppers in the chipotle sauce. It is a lot spicier though. So next you're going to put in your garlic powder. I usually don't have an amount here. I just go until I feel like I've coated the chicken. Next you're going to do your dark chili powder. I like the dark chili powder because it gives a really good color. And then some black pepper. I'm leaving out salt here for anyone who has high blood pressure. They know they can't have a lot of salt, but if you want to add salt, you can add it at this stage here. For 4 to 5 pounds of chicken, I do like to use some oil. I usually use about a couple tablespoons of oil. This is chicken breast. If it were chicken thighs, you could use less because it would render more fat out of the chicken. But because this is breast, it tends to not have as much fat. What I'm doing here is I'm trying to spread the chicken out evenly across the pan to get even browning. I try not to move the chicken very much until I'm ready to flip it, just so it can get the maximum amount of color and crispiness. I do recommend that you cook your chicken in batches if you're cooking a large amount of it. Otherwise, you're going to end up with a steamed chicken. It's not going to be nearly as good. Once you take out the chicken, you're going to have crispy bits stuck to the pan. That's called fond. We're going to actually utilize that by making a pan sauce. So you're going to squeeze in the juice of 2 limes. This is going to help give some acidity and break up that food off the bottom of the pan. Once you've mixed that around and broken that food up, you're going to put in a liquid. I usually like to use chicken stock. Make sure you blend those two up and mix really well. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of cornstarch, about a tablespoon, mix it with about 2 tablespoons of the liquid. This is going to make a slurry, and it actually thickens our sauce. Once your sauce is thickened to this point, you're going to add 2 tablespoons of butter. I like to use light butter. It still allows for emulsification without adding the extra calories. Next, you're going to add your chicken back to the pan, and you're going to make sure that all of the chicken is coated with the sauce. Next, I like to crank the heat up on the burner and actually reduce down that sauce a little bit more. Once you've created a thick paste on the chicken, you're done. So I'm using sour cream as my sauce base here. It's very low calorie. It's about 45 calories per 2 tablespoons versus mayonnaise, which is about 90 per 1 tablespoon. This meal is very versatile. You can change up a lot of the ingredients in it. I like to do lettuce and tomato and sour cream.
So yeah, it's that simple. I'll have the nutrition facts in the description. This is very low carb with the carb counter tortillas. And the chicken, you notice I didn't put salt in it. You can adjust the salt levels. It will taste better with salt, but if you have high blood pressure, you won't want to add salt. So if you like this video, I'll have more in the future. So yeah, subscribe and like.